Welcome to another episode of Transmission Pure Energies with your co-host Amun-Ra.
And Ali All.
Welcome back to another Pure Energy Transmission. I'm your host slash co-host, Ayi Amun, which translates as the soul of the divine, the hidden one, also known as Nanya Arufu El, which translates as the noble, knowledgeable Elo, accompanied by the goddess in the flesh, Ali All, also known as Ali Mayat, Ali Baset, Ali Cat. Speak on it, young goddess. Speak on it.
Who gave you your name?
Who gave me my name? Mm-hmm. That's a deep question right there. Well, actually, I became in tune with this energy after a night of meditating, deep breathing, and intense chanting. That's how I encountered that energy. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Without getting too deep or spooky, but that's why I first came in tune with the Amun-Ra energy. From that point, about a couple months later, I joined the esoteric order, ancient Egyptian order. I was already a part of the ancient mystic order of Malachi Z, but I joined the ancient Egyptian order, and the name that I received was Ayi Amun, which is soul of the divine father, the hidden one, Amun. You follow what I'm saying? But prior to that, I did a ritual when I was chanting Amun-Ra. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm an Aries as well. Amun represents the ram. You know what I'm saying? God of war. My birth name is Cedric. Cedric is chief or leader. My middle name is Lamont, which is actually Cedric is Celtic for chief or leader, and Lamont is Roman Greek for the man of the law. So it all ties in, you know what I'm saying? I'm an Aries as well. Amun is a ram. April 7 to be exact. 7 is the God number for those in the know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how that happened. You know what I mean? It was a good question though. Nobody really asked me that.
So who was the leader of the ancient Egyptian order?
Oh, you trying to get deep. All right, okay, I see where you're going with this shit, man. It's all good with me. Listen, I'm going to set the record straight for those that know me, always wondered how I became affiliated with the Nuwaubian nation or my connection with Dr. York. Let's break it down. 1993, I was introduced to that doctrine by birth from the rap group KMD. He was known as the Onyx, the Birthstone Kid. Birth. I was working at a movie theater off of Buford Highway in Atlanta. It was the old school cats know it's like a dollar theater, 12 shows. I was working there. I was at the front, you know, taking tickets. I did popcorn. I was running the films too. I noticed these brothers coming in. About 4 of them. Birth was one of them. They would come in like twice a week. And being the pro-black Malcolm X cat I was letting them in free. You know what I'm saying? Anybody black, you getting it free anyway. That's on the strength, right? So I noticed they used to rock these dope ass afros. They afros used to be like sculptured. Like, you know, I come from a barbershop background. My dad Huff's barbershop. I used to cut hair. So I noticed that's like, one day I asked Birth, I didn't ask him. I was like, yo, y'all got some dope afros, yo. He was like, nah, brother, it's not an afro. It's called a natural. You know, he's like, yo, the black man and the black woman's hair grows into a natural 9. 9. They call it 9 ether, which is all the conscious gases in the universe. And it's like your hair grows outward towards the sun. We're 9 ether beings. I was like, oh, shit. This was brand new for me. But it made so much sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So from that point, we were building. He would come through. I invited him over to the crib. We even wrote a song together. We wrote a couple verses together, right? Then he like disappeared. Boom, he was out of there. So I was living off Washington Road in Atlanta. Y'all from the A, Washington Road. You know what I'm saying? There was one of the temples off of Washington Road. So I was going in there, and I was basically they was tabliking me. I was reading. I was buying the books, the scrolls. It was written by Dr. York. I had never heard of him before. Dr. Malachi Z York was telling me about how he was the reformer for this day and time. He's bringing forth this information to help us remember who we truly are, to bring back our true culture. You feel what I'm saying? He was also known as Yanun, right? At that time, this is like 93. So, Birth had the book called A Pale Man, and I had I think a Right On or Source magazine. He was in the Source magazine, whatever, and he was looking. And he's like, "Yo, can I get this magazine?" I said, "Yeah, you let me get that Pale Man book." And I got that Pale Man book and read it, man. It was like, whoo! That was it, man. It was over with, right? So like I was saying, skip to the future. I was going to Washington Road, I was buying the little books, like $5 tablets, 15, 20. You know what I'm saying? Brother was building with me, and the knowledge was just answering all the questions, man. It was waking me up to who I was, and it was telling me about this guy who was writing and whatnot. So I think about 94, 95, I was invited to the Savior's Day. It was Dr. York's birthday, so all his followers or people that study information would come down, man. I'm not talking about hundreds of thousands of people. The first one I went to was it was like the closest thing I ever could see to like Africa or a black utopia. It was like heaven, really, because everybody was on the same frequency. It was before they built anything. It was a straight land. So they had like tents, hundreds of tents everywhere. I even had a tent out there, you know what I'm saying? I was living off the land, chilling, listening to him talk. It was crazy, man. It was like the best time of my life, man. It was feeding me. I was like, every day I wanted to get down there to get that information, because it was like, prior to that, you know, I had read the autobiography of Malcolm X at 16, so I was following the Nation of Islam, Farrakhan, whatnot. Then I was introduced some 5% information, Zulu Nation information. Then I was introduced to this information, and that information brought everything together for me. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah.
April 7th, 1972 was my descension into flesh, sent by Anu, for you, him, them, and her too. I rose thick with the crew, 144 thou to name a few. We crossed the skies by wearing the Biru. I was pre-coded to awake in 1992. 10 years later, I must complete what I was sent to do. What's that? Through the usage of music, introduce the Natiru. Right knowledge, right wisdom equals right overstanding. What's that high pitch in your ear? The Ethereans are scanning, carcass Asians are planning, reptilians are landing on a daily basis. Slick serpents with human faces throughout the ages, controlling the races. Hypnotically, your minds are locked down in cages. Symbolically, pure energy possesses the key. Traveling like the wise men, rocking stages, lyrical gauges. Prepare for mental combat instead of hitting you with slugs. My brain waves attack your ear shaft. I enter like a spinal tap, guiding your thoughts with this vibrational rap. 2 seconds, flat, too late, you can't react. Soothing to your soul like the keys played in this track. I'm on a mission to restore your memory back. The galactical, natural, bringing forth the facts. Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. What? Soldiers of revelations. Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. What? Soldiers of revelations. Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. What? Soldiers of revelations. Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. Soldiers of revelation.
Call me a rebel, a warrior, an angel of righteousness. Those who share information express acts of selflessness. Demons spread selfishness, greed and devilishment. This whole continent's being influenced by a force that's malevolent. Learn to implant yourself within agreeable environments. Be more benevolent, fight for our people's betterment. You can do it yourselves or depend on the government with their welfare checks and housing projects. Stop being the lab rat and their hidden experiments. We were pressed for a long time, but it wasn't permanent. Those devils made us hate ourselves and instilled low self-esteem. They raped our women and mixed in to strengthen their weak genes. This harlot's a melting pot, we've been on the bottom getting burnt. In order to climb out, become more factually learned. Research your roots, voodoo, melanin, or the Dogon of Mali. You'll find all kinds of information that's right up your alley. You're a mighty pharaoh, and you girl goddess. World gods in the flesh, so forget being modest. Negroes rhyme about sun their souls, icy things, freaky hoes. Can they be stopped? Their numbers grow. Can they be changed? Who knows? All we can do is ascend, elevate above them. Your third eye can spot them. They blend in like chameleon. They're being pimped by a race of disagreeable reptilians. May guilt engulf their hearts for misleading our children.
Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. What? Soldiers of revelations, Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. What? Soldiers of revelations, Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. What? Soldiers of revelations, Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. What? Soldiers of revelations. How does he move me? Soothes my mentals. It's quite simple. I write those blockbuster hits like videotape rentals. Check the credentials. It's essential that I send you subliminal imagery which penetrates your temple. For example, nothing on the planet is coincidental. Furthermore, nothing in the universe is accidental. This info is given every 2,000 years. Therefore, it's not by chance my words are traveling through your ears. At this moment, which is now, the opening of the vortex, allowing higher forms of life to become human flesh. Within this dimensional shift, swift is how the days end. Haven't you noticed how fast time flies and how soon your day begins? Can you distinguish the difference between reptilian and men? Being that I'm righteous, I've sworn to fight sin. Artificial sounds, repetitious hook lines which were designed to break down your nervous system. Every time you listen, crawling from lower dimensions, assimilates, then controls your intentions like weed. You can't refuse it, you abuse it. Envision meat in a microwave. This is your brain on music, created to keep you sedated and tranquilized. The new world order is now being televised. How can you escape? It's about elevation through meditation. The infinite pure energy, soldiers of revelations. Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. What? Soldiers of revelations. Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. What? Soldiers of revelations. Amun and Amunet, back in full effect. What? Soldiers of revelations.
So this information was like, it was activating my DNA. It was like DNA explosions going off. Like all the stuff I've always thought about, no answers to, it was answering the questions. You follow what I'm saying? So from like 95 to like 2000, I'm still studying. Like 96, I moved to Detroit. You know, I was studying with a tab, what they called tabernacles back then. I was studying with a group in Detroit. So 98, I moved back. I moved back to Athens. When I moved back to Athens, Doc had set up a temple right across from my dad's barbershop. He had moved to Athens in 98 too. So I mean, I be dealing with the synchronicities and things of that nature. Just like, oh, this is crazy. So I was still doing my music. So from learning the information, I was implementing all that music. I mean, the information in the music. So it was spreading that way with it. You know what I'm saying? I got married at the time, and we formed a group called Pure Energy. You know what I'm saying? So I was submitting music to Doc. I submitted this song called Mental Transmutations. I had read the book called The Kabbalion, which is the Hermetic teachings of the 7 principles. So one of the principles is mental transmutation, which means everything within creation is the mental thought of the creator. So we created a song called Mental Transmutation. I sent it to Doc with a video, a package, sweet little package. Like a couple of days later, he hit us back saying he loved the music and he wanted to put our album out. This was 2000. So he gave us 2 weeks to put the album out. We already had the album already made. He had producers on the land that could produce the beats we needed. So we put the album out in 2 weeks. Boom. It was a hit. Pure Energy Om. Anybody that was down with Nuwaubian from in that time, year 2000, 2002, Pure Energy Om. Y'all know what time it is. So as I said, it went platinum on the land. You follow what I'm saying? So I'm always thankful for him giving me the opportunity to gain the fan base that I have now. Because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have the fan base I have now. So I said all that to say this. I was going down there from 93 to about till he got locked up. I never felt, heard, or experienced any of that molestation shit they talking about. I'm saying I never felt any of that. You know what I mean? The energy was always cool and positive with me. You follow? So, but again, I didn't move down here with them from Atlanta. I mean, from New York. I didn't move down here. I joined a few of the fraternal orders. I wasn't part of the Holy Tabernacle Ministry. So once I left Atlanta, I don't know what really went down. But you know, if he did do that shit, then he's where he's supposed to be at. He deserved all that shit. But if he didn't do it, then you know, it's business as usual how they do our leaders. You know what I'm saying? So that's my part in it, man. The information awakened me to who I am now. It caused me to research everything. He walked us through every religion, so we would know how to communicate with people. He would show us the inconsistencies and the mistranslations in those religions, so we could break you up out of that spell. Because most of y'all are under a vicious spell that was cast on you through religions. You follow what I'm saying? So yeah, so I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end mine. All these people that y'all listening to now, so-called conscious, I bet money they read some Dr. York scrolls. They seen a Dr. York video. They heard a Dr. York tape. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was out, nobody was speaking about nothing on the level he was speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can say he plagiarized, he did this, he did that, but he is the only one that brought all the information that we lacked to one package and gave it to us. You follow what I'm saying? Regardless how he did it. You know what I'm saying? He awakened over 1 million people all across the planet, man. And this shit is still growing. You follow what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm thankful for what he did for me. That's all I can speak on. I don't know what happened behind closed doors and other shit. I don't know nothing about none of that other shit. But from my own experience, that's what it was for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Peace to Dr. York, man. Word. Much more than that, you got us in the flesh, baby. I want to send a strong shout out to Alexis K. Tyler. You know what I'm saying? Don Nicoleon, Dr. Claude Anderson, Dr. James Small, Dr. Jewel Pulcrum, you know.
Dr. Mumbi Saraki.
Word, who else you got?
African Esquire.
Okay. Yeah, big ups to everybody shining that light, man. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to pass the torch along, carry the torch, pass it on. Each one teach 9. You know what I'm saying? Those in the know about the number 9. You know what I mean? 9 to the 9th power of 9, supreme divine. You feel me? Huh? Yo, hold up. Wait. I gotta show y'all what's going on right here. Zoom in on that right there, Architect. That purple sea moss, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what time it is right now. Plant-based Jeff. Yeah. Getting you all the minerals that you need to help you become supreme. You know what I'm saying? Go check out plant-based Jeff. Get you some of this sea moss, man. It's what's needed right now. It's going to protect you from getting sick, getting any viruses or diseases. It has how many minerals, baby? 94? 94 minerals that the body needs is in this right here. You can gel it up. I gel up my own kind. Yo, true and living, baby. Give it to our children too. Yeah. Amun-Ra-music.net. Be right back.
Psychological warfare has been waged against America for much of this century. This war for the mind of the public has been facilitated by the emergence of mass media and the transformation of American education by behavioral psychologists. In the book 1984, George Orwell warned that people were in danger of losing their human qualities and freedom of mind without being aware of it while it was happening because of psychological, emotional, and intellectual manipulation, mind control.
No doubt the rhyme is knowledge, breeding these full-fledged street scholars, each diverse within your 3-pound universe. Crack my 2 men get cursed. The truth hurts when against your favor, cut like a wet razor, sharpened over time in the king's chamber. But to each his own, my thought patterns create tones that you zone from, riding the pulse of my steel drum till the kinetic energy forces it off my tongue. Get busy like none, but handle tracks like Hellboy, flow like ones and O's across all channels. Roy G's the handle, that's me in the flesh, and pound for pound studied like Sun Tzu, cause war is raw, but there's an art to it. Choose your canvas, I attack from higher bandwidth. Run with lyricists, theologists, and bandits. Like minds combine and bond like nanofabric. Now that's massive, bigger than you can fathom. We the uncut, y'all products of our collabing. From Brooklyn to Athens, we tune this sound. Put your ear to the street, feel the force of the underground. That thunderous sound clap, the bridging of my synapse gaps. Lightning strikes, my thoughts acquire life as I give you a peace of mind through crystal clear mics.
Mind control. Mind control. Mind control. Mind control.
They say my mission's impossible. I tell them it's not optional. Are you dumb or initiative or you down with the hostiles? Either way you're lost, traveling through time and space. I'm unstoppable like the evolution of the melanated race. Stay in your place, get out my face. Don't make me lower my vibratory rate just to set you straight. I'd rather help you meditate, elevate your mental state, teach you to transmutate. We got about 4 years to fully reactivate, do whatever it takes. Disintegrate the hate, cause at the rate you're traveling, it's such a fucking waste to disgrace the black race. Pull up your pants, top your lace, pick up your pace. Learn from your mistakes, apply the lessons of the knowledge and control your fate. Stay away from snakes, searching for your soulmate. I take breaks and sunbathe to let my skin bake. Copper tone brown, the color of the ground. I stimulate and invigorate your mind through sound. Know this, you're the offsprings from the builders of the mounds. Pure light frequencies flow down into your crown. This slow flutie got me flowing like Tahuti. Line for line, I stay on my lyrical grind. Tough like an F-150, shift these gears on you quickly, swiftly. I made my escape out the fire escape. I'm getting chased by black devils and white reptilian snakes. You see, some just can't take the way that God communicates. But don't let this smooth taste fool you. We do pack tools too, plus shanks, brass knuckles, and baseball bats. We trying to stay cliff more that, so you can disappear with all that. You really don't want to feel the wrath of ride, powerful sun god. The powers that be screams blasphemy, a block of thoughts with alchemy. Actually, it's time for the black man to reclaim the land. I send a stream of conscience whenever the mic is in hand. Women be like, God damn, who is that man? Hip hop's Hancock, yo toppy, they can't stop me. I like my tracks choppy. Skrills, what's the deal? Whack MCs lacking skills and shit. I call them Tyler Perry's cause they funny like the Medea flicks.
Mind control. Mind control. Mind control. Mind control. Mind control.